his personality has like kind of merged with Mondo's, so it's a mix of them both, and like, I mean, that's homoerotic as hell, but regardless. Hi, I'm Shell, I'm a cosplayer. If you're new to my channel, welcome, or if you're a subscriber, welcome back! First off, there is new fan art on the board. This is by Danganronpa Peiko on TikTok, and it is just so cute. I can't. Like, there's a little sprout coming out of my head. I love it. Thank you so much. As many of you know, I got into Danganronpa just about a year ago now, and I'm still exploring many of the characters and storylines in the series. By this point, I've watched most of the animes and most of the game playthroughs, and I just like generally know and have looked up most of the plot. And in that experience, I have come across some characters that are just wow. So this is my unofficial list of the weirdest Danganronpa characters. Up first, we don't actually have Kiyotaka, we have Kiyando. I know how to pronounce things. I know it's anime, but oh my god, this is so weird. By the way, spoilers for like all of Danganronpa. So at the point in the game, Taka and Mondo have like bonded, and then Mondo has murdered Chihiro, and Taka is like distraught. I mean, it makes sense. That makes sense to me. But this man is so distraught and fueled by grief, he like turns white and catches on fire. According to the wiki, he becomes like 5 times more passionate and like flamey because his personality has like kind of merged with Mondo's, so it's a mix of them both, and like, I mean, that's homoerotic as hell, but regardless. This was just so weird to me, and still is, especially in a series with an actual character with dissociative identity disorder and already has multiple personalities. I'm not saying I don't like it, I'm just saying it's weird. Moving on to SDR2, we have everyone's favorite predator, Teruteru. I'll just say it, I don't like the character stereotype of like the creepy pervert who harasses everyone. I don't think it's funny, it's just annoying and creepy. I'm putting him in this list of weirdest characters because like his character design is also very strange for Danganronpa, but honestly, if I were to make like a list of my least favorite characters, he would be on there. He'd probably be at the top. I know some people like him. If you do, I'm not trying to bash you. I just really don't like this kind of character. Next up, we have the Ultimate Imposter. Also known as like Tugami or Togami or whatever you want to call them. I'm referring to them as them with gender neutral pronouns because the wiki page for the Ultimate Imposter like doesn't define pronouns or a gender, so that's what I'm going with. I think the concept of Ultimate Imposter as a talent is actually really interesting, but it's just kind of confusing to me how they use the character throughout the series. It's also weird to me how the character has like this strong affinity for food and are very comfortable in their body shape, but their body shape makes it so apparent whenever they're impersonating someone. I know there's like some kind of dark, deeper backstory where like this character has really bad self-esteem and the disguises are a way to cope with that, but I feel like it could be just so much more interesting to have a character with this talent that really embraces it and does it well to the point where like, you know, they could do so many other things in the series. A lot like Junko and her sister did in the very first arc, Trigger Happy Havoc. Like, that stuff still makes me think and try to figure out exactly what they were doing with everything. Essentially, cool concept, weird execution. Our next victim is Kiyo. Do I even need to explain why this is so weird? Kiyo's character is an example of another archetype that I really don't care for in Japanese media, which is like the character who's obsessed with their sister. I don't always mind this trope. If it's used in more of like a comedy setting where the character is like an antagonist, like Psyche K, for example, the brother of the really pretty girl, he's supposed to be like obsessed with her to a ridiculous degree. And in that case, when it's not really serious, it's kind of funny. It does have potential to be funny. But in like Danganronpa, it's just weird. It just is weird. It's weird to an extreme degree because like after his sister dies, he becomes like a serial killer. Dude. If you or a loved one is thinking about becoming a serial killer, my advice is no. We are now getting into the anime Danganronpa 3, The End of Hope's Peak Academy, Future Arc, which I really like, and if you haven't seen it, I recommend it. This next character is another example of what I consider to be really bad tropes in Japanese media. Daisaku is not on this list because of his character or even like his super high-pitched voice. Those things I could care less about. I think he's a perfectly fine character. I don't mind the voice. He's on this weirdest list because of his character design. It's bad. I feel like his character design relies really heavily on like black caricatures and stereotypes in the way that a lot of black characters in anime do, to a very uncomfortable degree. And it doesn't seem appropriate, and it doesn't seem okay to me. This guy's ultimate talent is literally farming. Do I need to say more? And if it makes me uncomfortable as a white person to see these caricatures in anime, I can't imagine how it must feel to people of color. I honestly don't have much to say on this one. I think it kind of speaks for itself. So let's move on. Seiko. Seiko is on this list because although I actually like her quite a bit, girl does this. What is this? This is horrifying. What in the anime furry is this? I don't care for it. It's real weird. That's why she's here. And finally, if you've seen the Danganronpa 3 Future anime, you may know what character I'm about to say. This is our final weirdo of the bunch. It's Gozu! He's a cow! He's not really a cow. It's a mask. He's like a wrestler. But he's a cow! He's on this list because, like, what the hell is with this fashion choice? Like, dude, like, full cow all the time? Really? This is what you wear to business meetings? But I actually really like Gozu, and he may be my favorite character in the Future Arc anime. Oh, because, oh my god. I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. Like, the moment between episode 3 and 4 where stuff happens, I love him. The wildest part is that this man is in charge of infrastructure. Like, he literally figures out how they're gonna rebuild roads, and he just like goes and does his work every day in a cow mask. And I love it for him. I love it. It's weird, which is why he's here, but I love it. So those are what I consider to be the weirdest characters in all of Danganronpa. I probably missed a few, so if you think there's a weirdo I left out, let me know down in the comments. Before I go, I want to say a huge thank you for helping me reach 9,000 subscribers. It's crazy. We're so close to 10K, which is like a really big milestone in my mind, and it's really amazing that we've gotten this far. I think this time last year I had like 150 subscribers, so it's been a wild ride, and I'm so grateful to all of you who come back every week to have some fun with me. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos like this. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye!